Welcome aboard British Airways. Please make sure your seatbelt is in the upright position.
Ich wirke Neues. Jetzt sproßt es hervor.
So handelt ihr wie wahre Kinder eures Vaters im Himmel. Er lässt die Sonne
Hello, my name is Laud and I believe in Jesus. And the first time I came here to this church, it was like, wow, it felt like they are my family. But this is actually what we have to do. From the Bible.
Loud, he found us through Instagram of all places. He's a very famous chef. He sort of was posting his food online. One of our members has a wife from Ghana, and Loud is also Ghanaian. And so they connected on Instagram because she saw his food and saw that he was from Ghana, and they started talking.
And that kind of was a snowball effect as well, of not forcing friendship, but really leaning into it, relaxing into it, let it happen, let the Lord work through it and bring us to other people.
Želim da vi znate da je sve što me
Pogledajte
našlo
ptice nebeske, niti siju, niti žanju, niti sabiru u žitnici.
At the beginning, when we started, the women were kind of closed and they were not sharing a lot. They had lots of pain. They had lots of insecurities, so low self-esteem. Lots of brokenness. So now, after a couple of years of doing this ministry, we can see how the Lord healed them.
Creo que hay mucha gente que necesita de la palabra de Dios. Muy pocos lugares donde hay iglesias y creo que el pueblo, las personas, espero que nos puedan aceptar la palabra de Dios en ese lugar. Queremos hacer crecer la iglesia, servir al Señor, expandir el reino de Dios, dedicar nuestro tiempo, nuestra familia al servicio del Señor.
Estamos muy agradecidos con la Iglesia de Memoria. No hay palabras para expresar tanto agradecimiento por todo lo que hacen por nosotros, por nuestras familias aquí en Cuba. Seguimos pidiendo sus oraciones por todo el trabajo para hacerlo mejor para nuestro Dios.
E aí, Josué? E aí? Tá bom? We are here in the city called Montemor. This is a church plant from the Campo Grande church plant. It's a very poor area of the city, but the people here are so nice. They are so on fire for Jesus. In front of us here, you can see these two lots. These two lots belonged to Josué, who is the preacher here, to his sister. This front part of her lot used to be a bar. She owned the bar and she lived in the back of the property before she became a member of the Lord's church. After she became a member, of course, she finished with that bar. 12 to 15 members were all converted to Jesus, and this is where they're meeting now as a temporary place until they can buy a lot and build their own buildings.
Welcome to Oklahoma City.
The Lighthouse Medical Ministries is the free clinic that Memorial Road sponsors in the inner city. They want to know what's behind the compassion. They want to know why people could care so much.
Our God is interested in the people that are vulnerable. Children, widows, poor, sick. And at Capitol Hill, we try to share God's love with them so they will have a chance to be redeemed. And that's what we spend our time on and work on every week.
When we sit across the table from young men and young women, teenagers, and we hear the stories, you realize pretty quickly that if Jesus were walking around the earth today, that these are the people that he would be calling to himself. The weak, the scared, the abused, but also the people that are seeking something more.
God is always working to this very day. He's at work, and if you just open your eyes and you see the activity of God, you're going to see something you hadn't seen before.
Don't become weary of well-doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not.
Father, may we ever seek your power to be a city on a hill and a light into the world, serving and loving so as to change the world as we know it.
If your fingerprints are going to show up in God's story, it's not going to be because of what you think. It'll be because of what you did.
The greatest encouragement is always praying. And when we know that people are in the States praying for us,
It means a lot to us.
And our prayer is that we can continue to be partners in sharing God's wonderful gospel for many, many years.